Oh fuck.
Oh, I have to aim at you. That I think that is very good for me to do. I have got my guns in you. Oh, oh, that's a lot
The
of
bombs.
guys. Let us see. Hello there, folks. This is me, Nosferatus, and it's been a month again. Although this time I'm back alongside Pedro with this nice hat, and we're going to build a little thing. Have you already joined some sort of server where it is meant to just be fun and all shits and giggles, but then someone just pulls up a plane and keeps raining terror from the skies and you can't do jack shit about it? Well, fear no more. We're going to make their life a living hell. And by living hell, I mean we are going to build some sort of vehicle that has a bunch of anti-air capabilities. So you could imagine that as being literally just a bunch of miniguns strapped into a just big ass stick. And that can work, but I'm going to make it a step further and we're going to make a vehicle that is legit, it is not annoying to fight against, and that will be efficient at what it does. So first off, obligatory step, we take this seat and we take a block, and this is going to be the foundation. As for this vehicle, I'm going to have a few objectives in mind for it. We are going to give it 6 miniguns in total, although they are not all going to fire at once, so it should be a bit balanced, you're going to see. And we are going to make it decently mobile, but also quite well armored, so that any planes using their silly bombs and small guns are not able to take it down at all. Alright, so after an amazing start, of course, engines as you always should. And in this build I'm going to make something a little bit different than what I have done in my last video. As you can see right here, we have 2 of these servos that are in this very specific system right here. What these do is, you can see this part over here has no connection to this servo, this part over here has no connection to this servo. This allows the servos to act just like a normal servo, they are going to roll around just as fine, but they are going to have lots of strength, which is going to allow us to make this turret overall faster and less wobbly, something that we will need to do for a fast turning AA turret. Alright, doing a bit of moving around, I'm going to place the turret around the center, this heart of the turret, and as we can see it does work well, it does a spin. And as we turn it around, as you can see, it always stays aimed at the same direction. Plugging this entire thing up, full of blocks, and now placing both of these pistons over here. And again, I'm going to make it the basic config. Start. This will do. With this we should have our turret hanging just barely above. And I have to make this connection right here for the system to not kill itself. That will do. And it works quite graciously, as you can see. Probably going to be able to speed that the fuck up at some point. Just have to give some more space to it in the center right there. Alright, that is the third system pretty much done. It has all the space it needs in the center right now. Maybe a few conflicting pieces here and there still, but we can work around that. Especially the turret and the compass right there. But it's perfection, nothing like just moving it one block to the back. Just ignore this hole over there. With all of the wheels in, let's begin setup on the armor scheme in this thing. Yes, of course, it's me, I'm going to build armor in this thing. You can do absolutely nothing to stop me. Bunch of this frontal armor is already done, as you may see over here, although I still need to plug in the shields and whatnot. I'm now going to plug in some weight blocks here in the back just to offset the balance a bit. And for now, this will do. Just 2 lines of heavy blocks over there already makes this drivable, and as you may see, it is quite nice. Has got some good mobility, The turret already works as intended, as you can see over here. And I'm probably going to make it faster, but it's going to depend on how heavy the final product ends up being. We're going to plug in these small skirts to the side of the vehicle so that our tires are not just free targets. They're going to be a bit harder to be taken out, both by bullets and also by explosions. We now have some pretty good frontal protection. I'm also going to plug in some shields over here on top just so that this thing does not look disgusting. Now this is where we are going to get to the meat and potatoes of this whole thing. We are going to build the AA gun in this thing, the big entire system, the thing that's going to make planes go kaboom into the ground. I also believe they have reduced the complexity cost in these things. Am I just schizoing? This was 10 in the past, no? It's only 5 now? I'm probably just schizophrenic. Well, that was enough talking so far. Let's get to actually building this thing. I'm going to use 2 servos here on to the sides. They are obviously going to be the platforms in which we're going to control the guns when they're going up and down. And we are going to be sure that they both work in synchrony, and maybe I will stabilize them. Let's see how it goes. Oh fuck, I forgot the miniguns themselves have some collision. That's going to be quite annoying. The gears will have to go a little bit higher up, which is kind of annoying, but there's not much I can do about that. There we go. They are able to go all over the place, and it does not look like dog shit. They still have that sort of low profile, although not as low as before. Anyway, I'm going to throw a wrench into this, where I'm not going to make them all shoot like all at once, just like it would do right now, because this is just death. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make it so that they are firing in intervals. All three they're going to fire one at once, so that they can keep like constant infinite fire just going on. You need to press the mouse button and they're just going to go at it. And it's kind of weaker if a plane is just approaching you and you need to burst him down. It's not going to happen, but you can just turn off your brain and it will just do its work. Like, you don't have to worry about ammo, you know, saving up ammunition and shit. It's just going to be there all the time. Get a few more things in. Alright, that's slowly getting better now, wouldn't you say? I'm actually going to make these exterior parts of these guns out of heavy blocks, just for this to be as armored as possible. You know, when like an AA gun, the last thing you want to lose is your guns. And we have the complexity to spare, so I'm just going to throw it in. I'm also going to make the roof kind of well protected for very obvious reasons. This layer right here should be able to absorb a lot of direct impacts that come directly down to us. With the back of the turret of this thing now closed off, and with the guns all in position, it is time for me to work on timings in the guns so that we have that effect that I was talking about earlier. Doing a few touches so that we can, you know, use as much complexity as we need. And this is set. Having placed it in this left side, I'm going to give you a short demonstration. Let's say that moon is our mortal enemy. And as you can see, only one minigun is firing at a time. But it just does not stop. While the right side's already out of ammo and just going in random bursts right now, while the left one is just going at it. And for this timing right here, you're going to need to do it like this. 170 over here, 340 over here. You're going to use this timing on literally all the miniguns. I'm going to just copy paste them in. And in the second minigun, we are going to plug in a timing of 1.70 in the delay. And in this one, 340. Like so. Let's save this up. And voila, you have a set of miniguns that never stops firing. if you really want to make this into monkey mode, all you have to do is to just come over here. I'm just going to select every single minigun. Click this button, alternate. You click your mouse once, and now all you have to worry about is driving around. Since the turret is going to do all of the job, trying to keep itself together. If you do not trip, I still have to solve that balance issue. But the turret itself is going to keep aiming at the same direction, so you can just, you know, go off, just worrying about driving around, not having to just keep adjusting the gun all the time. Well, my friends, without a paint job, this is what I have as the final result. It has most of its balance issues sorted, still has some, but they're so minor that I really don't care about fixing them. The guns, they're working great, and mostly, let me show you. The only changes I have made is, first, I have upgraded some of the armor using the leftover complexity, even down here, for some extra absorption all over the place, on top of the wheels too. Added more blocks over here. I love this weight, and I have done a few things to the turret. I can actually just plug this in. Oh yes, can do that. And this as well, actually. I can just do this. Oh yeah, I'm such a genius. Anyways, I've done this. Fortified the guns. I have just went all over with the stronger armor, and I have added in these small crosshairs over here. They're going to help you a lot to aim the fire. They're not perfectly precise as you can see. However, I find it important to have these crosshairs on an entire gun, even though you do have the reticle. It's the fact that whenever you are aiming at a plane, the reticle is just going to follow it, and you you're going to think that you have the plane perfectly locked down and you know, perfectly aiming at it. However, the reticle that was just, you know, pulling towards it, at some point you're just going to snap off, and you're not going to realize it, and you're just going to like blindly try to put it back in place. And having this crosshair like this is going to always let you know the center point of where your guns are going to detect any plane. So like you can just keep the crosshair on top of the plane, and your guns are not going to disconnect at all. You're just going to keep them locked, not going to have any accidents whatsoever. The final gun does have very nice, it goes all the way up there, so reaching targets up high is not going to be an issue. Firepower is there. Velocity, the speed in this thing is honestly kind of good with how few engines it has. And if you consider 6 Draco engines to be a lot, I really do think you should watch my last video. That was a lot of engines. And now I'm just going to do a paint job and try to bring this thing. Oh, let's look into testing this thing out by ourselves here, and maybe bringing it into a server too. Well, I just finished placing in some of the most absolute dog shit paint you guys are ever going to see. I never said I was going to. I was good doing that. But anyway, this is the final result. As you may see, guns are in place, armor's on in check, it drives well. Now time for some testing. In asphalt, its top speed is about 50 kilometers per hour, and it has quite a good acceleration. Like from 0 to its top speed is like nothing. Alright, now let's do a frontal armor test. I'm not going to pull any punches. This is a tank with 3 cannons all over. And let's give this boy a frontal shot. Alright, one more. Bit more center. All bullets hit. And we can see right here, all systems are still intact. All of its 3 guns are alive. the armor still quite alive, and yeah, it has lost nothing. And this was 6 total tank shots, mind you. That cannon has 3 shots fired per blast of it. So yeah, this armor, I would say this is quite good. Let's even test a shot being taken to this side of it, its frontal side. I really should have added that system to this turret. And kaboom. And I'm just going to burst out of it. Oh yeah, oh god! Absolutely nothing of importance happened. Ignore the smoke. And yeah, that was a direct shot again, like 3 cannon shells. And the wheels are still doing good, all the weapons are still around. That is quite amazing resistance. We can see that this thing will probably fare quite well on combat against other ground vehicles. But what about another air target? The thing that this thing is actually supposed to destroy. Let's find out. I'm going to join up with a friend and we're going to test this thing out against a few targets and let's see how this goes. Alright lads, so this is the test run we're going to make. And as you can see right here, this little fella right here, this is an Apache that he has made. You can see there's a ton of rockets, miniguns. Do you care to talk a bit about it?
Dude, like, if you're talking about statistics, I have all of them written. It can shoot 100 bullets per second. You have 3 miniguns, 6 missile launchers, 4 smart cannons, and we have some bombs that you can drop too. I think it's 4 or 8 of them, something like that.
Alright, that's pretty neat. Let's see if this thing is going to be able to tank and take that down out of the sky. So you set?
Yep, well, I'm ready.
Alright. So 3, 2, 1, let's begin.
Oh fuck.
Oh. I see all the rockets. The shields have absorbed the damage and I can hear a few. Let's see. Armor faring well so far. I have to aim at you. That I think that is very good for me to do.
Yeah, I think if I shot, I would have a pretty good performance too.
There you go. That's quite
Holy
far.
fuck, the miniguns have so much recoil. I'm going backwards. Oh no, it's thrusters. That makes sense.
Oh, that's good.
Yep, I can't go forward anymore. Let me see if I can go backwards.
I'm pretty sure this is how helicopters work in real life, yes.
Absolutely. Trust me, I'm an engineer, man. That's just how they look in real life.
Oh yeah.
They just fly backwards, you know?
I'm just going to keep shooting your dead general direction.
And you're actually hitting.
Oh yeah? I have no lock on, I'm just like aiming with my crosshairs.
Those crosshairs are pretty good, man.
Yeah, this shit is busting. Alright. Oh, look at this dude. I'm going to take a little side around here. You are flying pretty high up, sir.
Yeah, I only have the up button. I don't have the forwards or anything else.
Bruh.
I killed the chicken.
You killed the chicken. That is very good. Yeah,
Dude, flying backwards is just way too funny.
I can see that. What the fuck? Alright, I have got my guns in you. Oh, that's a lot of
the bombs.
Let us see. The armor has taken the bombs, Mauricio.
And I'm dead.
Oh, there we go. Stop the guns. And your helicopter, oh my.
It just blew itself up.
Oh yeah, it's killing itself. I think that's very climatic.
The bombs are on toggle, so there's nothing I can do about it.
Alright, so we can see that the damage you did was quite minimal.
Yeah, like you got
All the
quite a solid amount of missiles over there. A ton of bullets.
all the miniguns are still in there. The crosshairs are still around. The
There
only
are cameras, you can move.
yeah, I would say this was.
I mean, your left side is kind of fucked, but the right side seems like it's working.
I can still drive. so that is very good. I would say that this was a very good first run. So do you have any other vehicles that we can throw against this? Alright, so this is the next biome we're going to face, and there's a lot going on here. Can you tell me what the fuck this is?
Well, this is a machine gun powered airplane bomber. I have 4 bomb bays, I have 6 missile launchers, and I think it is 24 miniguns. But yeah, it's a lot of weapons.
I can
24
tell.
miniguns.
I can tell. I think this is going to be a very nice equivalent to what you're expected to meet in your average multiplayer server.
Yeah, absolutely. People usually spam guns, so why not make it your engine, right?
Oh, that is absolutely a blessed thinking way. So yeah.
Dude, I think this one might have a chance just because of, you know, how it's made.
Oh,
You
yeah.
need to take out at least 12 miniguns, I think, to take me down. So,
It is just funny, like you went up in the sky and there's just like bullets.
oh, there's gonna be a lot of them.
Alright.
I mean, they're probably not gonna hit you, but
There.
maybe.
It is a good show, I ain't gonna lie. 3, 2, 1, and let's go.
Alright.
Gloves off. Time to shoot down a plane, and you try to shoot down this brick of a thing.
I think my strategy will be mostly trying to plane and be like coming slowly so I can shoot multiple times.
We are coming off, and I see. I cannot allow myself to see. Oh, alright. Oh, you collided.
No, you actually took off my tail.
Oh, I did not get a good sight in it. I was just looking all over the place.
It actually took off my tail. I was trying to go up.
Oh,
And like, this one is a very maneuverable plane. It should go up fairly easy, you know?
alright.
But I had no tail. There's no way to go up.
Alright. I think we're fifth fire of round 2.
Yeah, sure.
Alright. Maybe that was just me being incredibly lucky. Let us see how this goes right now. I am already set.
Oh fuck. I was looking at my tail. Like, I'm looking at it and it's not like it doesn't have protection too. There's a layer of blocks underneath it, so
The minigun
you
is
actually just broke a layer of blocks and my tail on us all in a single run.
The miniguns do the job.
I'm gonna try to go higher this time because I think that maybe that's what
Let's
killed
see.
me.
You do need your rockets to lock on to me.
I do, but I can lock on from this distance. Blessed be the lock on.
Let's see, there come by, there are the rockets, right, target boost.
Okay, my planes is still mostly intact. You hit a couple of things, but nothing too important.
Alright. Relocating, you are giving me a hard time with this lock on.
Oh fuck.
Alright, this was a very good line of shots I got, I believe.
Yep. I'm not even gonna tell you where they hit. All on my tail.
Maybe I'm just lucky.
Oh man.
Oh yeah. Give me
I don't know if you're lucky or if you're just a Mr. Sniper 3000.
Oh, let us see, a few more shots going in. Something fell out.
Totally not a tail.
It wasn't you again. Alright. This video.
Yeah, man, I would say that like against anything that isn't way too big and way too bulky, it'll probably do fairly well.
That is a skill issue. Oh, there's a lock. There's a few shots coming off. Your bombs hit very close to me. Is it hitting the tail again?
Yep, it's all yellow. A single shot and I'm down.
Alright, I have made something in this vehicle that apparently makes it really good at taking out tails. Getting a few stray shots. There we go, full lock on. Let us see it. Bombs very early
way
and
too,
you are down.
way too far. I tried to kamikaze my way, but It didn't go quite well.
Cut down by the minigun. Well, I think that will set it off.
Yep.
Alright, so I believe that this vehicle has done quite well against all opponents it faced. If they are just smaller planes like that one, or full-on Apaches and minigun powered bombers. So, alright. I think that sets it off, and I'm going to end the video right here. I hope you guys have enjoyed. I'm going to post again in another month. Don't worry, I'm not dead. It is just the way it is. And, well, I think this is it. Thank you all. Subscribe and like, because it gives me dopamine, and I see you later.